Okay, so now continuing from in this fun basement, we're coming into an indoor gym, and this is becoming way more popular.
Correct.
We're seeing this a lot.
Yep, we're doing a lot of our bigger homes. They like to have a place for the kids, especially if they have younger kids, and they like sports. This family, they have 3 boys, and they all love to play basketball. They're all tall, so they have a daughter. You can see a big mat right here for gymnastics. So they've kind of tried to accommodate everybody.
Well, this is now, I mean, when you're thinking about athletics and kids, that constant playing, having somewhere to play, especially in Southeast Idaho.
Right.
You lose a lot of outdoor time.
You do.
In the winter.
You do.
So this is becoming a really big thing, and having this indoor gym. So let's talk about a few things if you're going to do this, what you might need to think about as we're looking at this. So the first thing I think about is this is a big, tall room.
It is.
What do you have to think about if you're going to have this in your house?
So first of all, you have to dig a hole big enough for this. So that's. And
does your basement have to be deeper to accommodate, or are you kind of at the same level?
Lots of different ways you can do it. You can do it above ground. This one, they chose to bury it in with the same depth as the basement. There's also bedrooms above us. So we have to accommodate for the weight of that. So you'll notice that there's a big steel beam. Well, you can't see the steel, but you got a big beam coming across there that packs the second floor.
Gotcha.
And so that's,
because if you want to put something above it, now you got to think about the weight.
Correct.
Makes sense.
So the engineers come up with how big the beam needs to be, and then we end up setting it. And you have, for that big of a beam, you have to get a crane to be able to lift it all. So again, lots of things that you don't think about, but we have to think about.
Right. And is it heavier if you put your garage, or heavier if there's house?
If you put a garage above it, it's a whole different animal. You have to put the hollow core concrete
the slabs
in there.
There's a video on that if you want to go back and see it. Yeah, makes sense.
Another thing to think about is obviously the height. You want to make sure that your ceilings are high enough that you can accommodate for jump shots, or if you're doing volleyball, that has high enough that
if you think about volleyball or pickleball or something like that, you've got to think about the height on that when you're considering, is this somewhere you can do that?
Correct.
Right.
Another one is you can probably hear the echo.
Yes.
Sound is another thing that really people don't think about with this. And so one way that we've kind of helped with the sound is you'll notice that the lower half of the walls are carpeted. So that does 2 things. First of all, we have concrete foundation behind it. So we insulate it, build the walls out, and then we put the carpet, and then put plywood on top of that, and then stick the carpet to it. The carpet helps deaden the sound a little bit.
Gotcha.
Doesn't take it away, but it definitely deadens the amount of sound that you're going to hear throughout the whole house.
Well, and you think about this, depending on where this is in your house, if it opens to the house, that's just echoing sound has to go somewhere.
Correct.
And down here, it probably could affect your theater room that we saw before. If you go in there, and that theater room is built for soundproofing, and now you put a crazy sound thing right close to your theater room.
This is the way they plan this basement out. This is the play area.
Yeah.
This is for their friends. This is for the kids to hang out in. If I had a friend that had this basement, I'd be over here all the time.
This is where, and I mean, we've had people I've heard say, listen, I want my house to be where my kids hang out. Otherwise, they go hang out somewhere else. Well, I need to create a space that we want the kids hanging out at our house.
Correct.
And this is a great way to do it.
One thing that's kind of fun here is you'll notice that we have a window up here.
Yeah.
This window is operable.
Hey kids, time for dinner.
So when dinner's ready, mom can come open up the window, yell down at the kids that dinner's ready, and you don't have to run down here to tell them.
That's a communication window.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense. And you got to probably take into account that's going to get hit by some balls and those kind of things.
That's part of the reason why it's up high.
Very, very high. Well, now thinking about this as a gathering place, this is an area, as you're thinking about building a gym, who's going to be in here?
Correct.
And most likely you're going to have, if you're going to have people gathering, you might want to have a gathering area. Yeah. So that's what this is right here.
Yeah, so this is a place where people that are not playing basketball or not playing volleyball or just are over here hanging out, they can come in here. They have a countertop behind here that they can set their drink on. They have places for plug their phones in, and wireless charging ports. So you just set their phone on there.
Oh, that's fancy. So this is a just charging pad instead of having to plug in.
Yep.
Ah, there you go.
Wireless. They actually have a TV in here as well that flips down from the ceiling with balls being
Smart.
Around
you got to think about that. If you had a TV, that ball is going to come in. Exactly.
You'll also notice we have a door that behind here that leads to the outside.
So this is stairs.
Stairs that go up and out. That's the way the kids don't have to run all the way through the house.
These are things that this is so smart to think about ahead of time. Because again, once this happens, and you're like, I wish I would have, and just thinking all the way through makes it so that, a usable space. I love that idea.
Yeah, so again, this is made to have your kids come hang out and want to be here.
I love that. So what I noticed here in the middle is, do you have to take into account airflow in here? Because that's a big fan.
So as we know, most boys are stinky, especially teenage boys.
Yeah.
And especially if they're playing basketball.
Yeah.
So they did decide, this is actually an afterthought. That they actually decided afterwards, they're like, it's too hot in here. And so they put a big fan in here that's called a big ass fan.
It is literally.
That is the brand name.
Hashtag big ass fan link below.
Yes. So it's a big ass fan that we put up here just to get air motion through here.
Because they didn't think about it and they had to add it afterwards.
Right, and so it has a remote that they can control the fan remotely. So again, he said it was a big pain in the butt to do this because you had to get scaffolding.
Yes.
Whereas if we would have done it before, it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah. Well, and we thinking about before, let's talk about our floor.
Yes.
What had to be done under here to create this floor? Because it is fantastically beautiful.
It is a beautiful floor. This is by far my favorite.
Yeah.
So the homeowner actually hired a company that does all the NCAA floors for the tournaments. They're out of Shelley. Who would have known?
Yeah. Link below if you want to find all their information out.
Yeah, but he had them come in there and they actually put a sub-layer down of plywood that has rubber feet on it to help give the floor the spring. And then they also, after they get that done, then they come in and put their floor down and stain it in place. And the stain job on this is just amazing.
It is.
It's
unbelievably beautiful.
Such a beautiful floor and so fun. Again, it's just one of those things that he wanted. You can do all sorts of different levels. You could do the rubber floors. You could do, sports floors. You can do the wood floor. You can go to the next level and do a floor like this. That's again, it's whatever you want.
Yeah.
And whatever you can afford.
Yeah, and thinking ahead on what you want to use it for and how do you want that to impact.
Correct.
So think about floors. That transitions us. Let's go in and we're in the fun basement.
Yep.
We're going to call this the fun basement. Let's go take a look at the weight room because we want to talk about that floor and what they had to think about in there as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
If you've been thinking about building your dream home, I'm Braden with B&B Builders. Give me a call.